Hello and good morning. This is the Daily Morning Note, financial news updates live weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on Philip Capital's YouTube, Facebook, and Telegram. Today is Friday, the 19th of August 2022, and I'm Roshan Gidwani, the presenter for Pitch Media. Let's begin with news from the local market. Crypto.com has appointed a former top government employee to lead its Singapore office. Mr. Chin Tah Ang, who has been given the title most recently headed Digital Industry Singapore, a joint office between three government agencies. In June, Crypto.com was awarded in principle approvals by the Monetary Authority of Singapore for a payment license. Singapore Changi Airport Group and Accenture are extending and expanding their collaboration for the next 3 years. The two first collaborated back in 2019 when they established a digital factory known as DIVA, Digital Innovation, Ventures, and Analytics. The new agreement will enable Changi to seamlessly engage travelers at various touchpoints from before they arrive at the airport to after they leave. Moving forward, how do you see the Fed's comments on future interest rate hikes? Let us know what you think in the comments section. Let's take a look at the latest stock market figures. Singapore shares ended Thursday's trading session in the black, emerging as the only winner among key regional indices that took a hit on the back of hawkish comments from the Federal Reserve. The July minutes released on Wednesday signaled more interest rate hikes to fight rising inflation, although officials agreed on the need to eventually dial back the pace of these hikes. Despite the news, traders in Singapore were unfazed. The Straits Times Index rose 0.3% or 10.72 points to 3,273.48. Wall Street's main indexes were subdued at the open on Thursday, with investors seeking fresh signals for future rate hikes after minutes from the Federal Reserve's July meeting suggested a less aggressive monetary policy tightening path. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 1.54 points at the open to 33,981.86. The S&P 500 opened lower by 0.91 points or 0.02% at 4,273.13, while the Nasdaq Composite dropped 0.34 points to 12,937.79 at the opening bell. Integrated marine logistics company Marco Polo Marine saw its revenue for the third quarter ended June 30th rise 139.5% year on year. This comes on the back of more ship repair activities, stronger demand from end customers, and an increase in capacity following the completion of extension works on its Dry Dock 1 in Q2 2022. Gross profit also rose 185.3% to 9.7 million Singapore dollars, up from 3.4 million Singapore dollars previously, as both the shipyard and ship chartering segments experienced tremendous growth, the group noted in a business update on Thursday. UOB and Doxa signed a memorandum of understanding with Kimley Construction for the execution of the trio's first green trade finance transaction together, and as part of an industry-wide move to enable companies to move their procurement and trade financing processes online, the bank announced in a press statement on Thursday. Doxa, which develops the product Doxa Connects, is an online procure-to-pay platform that connects buyers, suppliers, and financiers in managing their workflow and payment process. The pilot with Kimley Construction and Doxa is the first of such green trade and sustainable transactions leveraging Doxa Connects, and will lead to easier procurement and trade financing processes to build efficiency and incorporate sustainability in the ecosystem for the long term. T International has entered into a conditional subscription agreement with Meta 5 to issue new shares in the company worth 7.5 million Singapore dollars. Meta 5 will also subscribe 7.5 million Singapore dollars of unlisted and non-transferable share options in the company. Each option carries the right to subscribe for a new ordinary share in the company, the Mechanical and Electrical Services Group said in a bourse filing on Thursday. Now let's take a look at market news from the US. The US dollar touched a 3-week high on Thursday after minutes from the Federal Reserve's July meeting pointed to US interest rates staying higher for longer to bring down inflation. The stronger greenback caused the pound briefly to dip below 1.2 US dollars in early European trading, its lowest in 3 weeks. The euro to drop to as low as 1.0146 US dollars, and the Japanese yen to drift down to 135.45 per US dollar. Oil rose as investors weighed lingering concerns about a global economic slowdown against bullish signals from the US and the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries. West Texas Intermediate climbed 1.1% to over 89 US dollars a barrel, while Brent jumped by 1.4% to almost 95 US dollars. Oil's main contracts have both traded in a narrow range for the past few days, though futures are still on track for a weekly loss as fears over a downturn and the potential for more supply from Iran continue to hang over the market. The number of Americans filing new claims for unemployment benefits fell moderately last week, suggesting some lost momentum in the labor market against the backdrop of higher interest rates. Initial claims for state unemployment benefits slipped 2,000 to a seasonally adjusted 250,000 for the week ended August 13th, the Labor Department said on Thursday. Data for the prior week was revised to show 10,000 fewer applications filed than previously reported. Economists polled by Reuters had forecast 265,000 applications for the latest week. In the recommendation section, we maintain our accumulate recommendation on Ascot Residence Trust with a target price of 1.15 Singapore dollars. We have a technical buy on Bank of America Core. The buy limit is 33.90 US dollars. Stop loss is 32.00. And you can take profit 1 at 44.00 and take profit 2 50.00. That's all for today. In the description box, please find a link to a survey we've created so we know how to improve the show. Thank you for watching and see you again.